Hello guys, Namaskara. I am Kishan Shastri and welcome to my channel. I own this KTM RC200 bike from past 5 years and have ridden it for more than 50,000 kilometers. So I will let you guys know the experience of owning a KTM, or if you are thinking to purchase any KTM, Royal Enfield 650cc bikes, Kawasaki or Yamaha bikes. And with this video I hope to get you guys prepared for the world of these sports bike or premium segment bikes. And I will also let you guys know what are the costs which you get after riding for more than 30,000 kilometers, so that you don't get surprised with the expenses you get in the bills. The first and the important thing which you need to know is to keep track of all the bills. Here you can see I have kept all the bills from past 5 years. This is the first bill actually. This is the first free service bill and I have this bill as well. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ after a couple of service they will change your brake pads, they will change few of the components of the bike, and again after a couple of service, assuming in the third service they change the brake pad, and again in the fifth service they will ask you to change the brake pad. Just to keep track of all those changes which they have done, or all the replacement part which they have changed, you need to have the bill for all those things. So keep a track of all those bills, else you will get fooled. That's all. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬಕ್ರ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವರಿಂದ. ಅದರಿಂದ just keep a track of all the bills. Have these bills. The second important thing to know is the service interval of each and every bikes. For example, KTM and Kawasaki has a service interval of around 7,500 and Royal Enfield has around 5 to 6,000 I guess. So don't go according to the time frame which they have given. 3 months ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, don't go according to that. Ride it until 7,500 kilometers for this KTM and Kawasaki bike at least, because they will use synthetic oil for those things. It will not get ruined at least till 10,000 kilometers. So ನೀವು 7,500 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ you can ride up to 7,500. If you give it in the time frame interval, that is 3 months, every 3 months if you keep on giving it, they don't do anything. Simply they will charge for washing and polishing. It will cost around 1,000 rupees. So when you ride for 7,500 rupees, 7,500 kilometers, and then give it to service center, they will charge you around 3,000, 3,200 rupees. For example, service bill was 1,800, that was the free service. But because of the change of oil, it costed me 1,700. And second and third I had not ridden anything, so it costed me 500. And when I rode it up to 7,000 kilometers and then gave it, it costed me 3,200 rupees, 3,199 rupees only. So always keep that in your mind. Ride it till the kilometer reading they have given, not until the time interval they have given. Keep that in mind. The third important thing which you need to know is cost of the parts which frequently undergoes wear and tear. That is brake pads, chain sprocket and tires. Now let's start with the brake pads. When I rode for 13,000 kilometers, that was when I changed the brake pads for the first time, and I only changed the rear brake sets and it costed me 212 rupees. And that too in 2017 I changed. And the next time when I changed the brake pad was for the front brake pad and it costed me 355 rupees. And it was 20,000 kilometer reading, as well as the invoice date is March 2018. And now I will let you know the example also. For Royal Enfield, the brake pad set, both front and back, costs you 5,000 rupees. That is Royal Enfield Interceptor and Continental GT1, the twins, as well as the Apache RR, 310 RR, costs you 6,000 rupees. Here, if you compare with those premium bikes, KTM is the cheapest one. You can compare it with the Kawasaki as well, you can compare it with the Yamaha as well. The brake pads of KTM are the cheapest. It will not cost you more than 600 rupees, both together, including tax. Front and back, 600 rupees, that's all. Now, chain sprocket. You will not believe me that I changed my first chain sprocket at 26,000 kilometers. All the YouTubers, all ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ 13 to 15,000, you will have to change it no matter how you are riding it. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಗೆ ಆಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಂಬೇಡಿ. Please change it when you hear the sound, tuck 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 ಅಂತ sound ಬರುತ್ತೆ, only then you change it. Till then you maintain the chain by lubing it regularly with the interval of 600 kilometers at least. Keep it lubed always. It will run for more than 25,000 kilometers, believe me. I first time changed it at 25,000 only, and the cost of the chain sprocket for KTM is 2,500 rupees. That 2,416 rupees. The bill mention around 500 rupees, assume. And if you compare it with the Kawasaki Royal Enfield, again it is the cheapest one here as well. It costs you 4,500 rupees in Royal Enfield. Kawasaki, if you go to 650cc once, it will cost you upward of 10,000, 13 to 14,000 chain sprocket. Here it costs you 2,500 rupees only. And ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ 13,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ KTM ದೆಲ್ಲ. ಐ ನೋ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹೂ ಓನ್ KTM ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಜೇಬಿಗೆ ಕತ್ರಿ ಹಾಕಬೇಡಿ. ಸೊ ರೈಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಟಿಲ್ 25,000 kilometers, and when you hear that noise, only then change it. Now let's go to the tires. These YouTubers or the so-called influencers say that the soft compound tires will only run for 13,000 kilometers. ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಳಿ, ರೋಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಓಡಿಸ್ತೀಯ ಗುರು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ಟೈರ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಟೈರ್ಸ್, MRF RevZ C1 ಅಂತ, ದಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ with the RC 200 series or any 200 series bike, and I use that tire for 26,000 kilometers, and now I have ridden it for more than 24,000 kilometers, and still I think I can go for 10,000 kilometers at least. So ಏನು ಆಗಲ್ಲ. And even you have an alternative. It costed me 6,600 rupees actually. He told me around 7,500 rupees and I bargained him. So he gave me for 6,600 rupees when I returned my old tires as well. And also the important thing which you need to know is there are alternatives. If you take Royal Enfield and Kawasaki ones, those tires are Pirellis and Metzeler's. Okay, the alternative for those two is Timson. Kawasaki 650 tire will cost you the upward of 25,000 rupees, but whereas the Timson same tires, soft compound tires, but it will not be so grippy as the Metzeler ones. It costs you around 13,000 rupees only for both front and back. So always keep an alternative for tires as well. So if you combine these three, brake pad, chain sprocket and tires, to maintain the KTM, it will not cost you more than 12,000 rupees a step. If you don't believe me with respect to this brake pads, chain sprocket and tires, just click on this I button. I have made videos on the tire chain sprocket change, everything. You can go and watch those things again. Now the fourth important thing is insurance. The first year insurance for this premium bike costs you the upward of 3,000 rupees. The second year will cost you 2,500 to 3,000 rupees. As the IDV reduces, even the premium amount which you will be paying reduces. So always go for the 3 years one, where the IDV stays stagnant for 3 years and the amount which you will have to pay will also reduce. For example, I own an IFCO Tokyo 1, and for 3 years insurance with the IDV of 1.5 lakh for this bike, I got it for 8,000 rupees. I bargained again and he gave me a discount of around 10 to 20% there. And do keep this in mind, you have a leverage of bargaining with the insurance, all the motorcycle insurance. And according to the Road Transport Act, you will be getting an insurance of 10 lakh rupees if you meet with an accident and die on the road. So if you don't need that, tell it to them and they will remove that option as well. It will further reduce 1,000 rupees per year. So for me it reduced for 3,000 rupees. So 8 minus 3 is 5,000 rupees I pay for my insurance. Now the other important aspect is to know the cost of each and every parts as well. The parts which you don't often require changing unless you have a nasty fall. For example, this side panel, this costs 1,200 rupees for KTM. This is all the three panels are separate, so each each and every panel costs separate price. This is 1200, that is around 600 rupees, like that it goes on. And whenever you have a bike with upside down forks, the seal tends to break frequently. I have changed my bike's front fork seal couple of times and it costed me 1100 rupees each time. And the other thing which you need to know is the clutch cable. It's 150 rupees. Actually it is cheaper than Bajaj NS clutch cable. And foot pegs, it costs 120 rupees only, cheaper than Activas. And the gear lever, whenever you fall with your bike, the first thing which get broken is the gear lever, and it costed me 660 rupees. And the clutch cam, which connects the clutch cable to the engine, there is a cam and it costs 120 rupees. For that I spent 3000 rupees because you don't get that anywhere. Even the NS clutch cam doesn't work. Bajaj NS and RS clutch cam doesn't work for this RC200. It will work for Duke 200. And the other important thing is the battery. Last year I changed it and it costed me 1800 rupees. I switched from Excite to Amaron just to check how is Amaron, that's all. I just switched it. You can click on the I button to check that video as well. And fuel pump costs 5000 rupees. So I hope you would have got an idea about the cost involved in maintaining any of the premium bikes. Little bit cheaper than when we compare it to Kawasaki or Royal Enfield. It is cheaper, that's all. And I have spent around 40,000 rupees on servicing, tire change, chain sprocket change, fuel pump change, everything. I have spent around 40,000, and when I include the insurance one, it will go up to 50,000, and I have ridden it for 50,000 kilometers. So per kilometer I have spent only 1 rupee. Now there are people who say you will have to spend more than 2.5 rupees, 3 rupees per kilometer when you own any of these bikes. Ella kage harsirtare sumne show off ge ಏನು ನಂಬೇಡಿ. If you are thinking to purchase any of these premium bikes, it depends on you how you maintain those things. Look after your bike as your girlfriend. ಅದರಿಂದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆದರೂ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬೈಕ್ಗಳನ್ನ. Then the cost which you incur by maintaining will also decrease. Now do hit that red subscribe button because only 3% of my viewers have subscribed. Andre 95 to 97% haven't subscribed to my channel. Do hit that subscribe button, like, share, and do let your doubts in the comment section. I will respond. See you on the next video. Bye.